Okay, so let's talk about when you get them on the phone. What you're going to start with. You're going to use is called the first thing is going to be it's called a pattern interrupt. So when you're calling them, the first thing they're thinking is, who is this? This is a cold call, right? And they're not going to want to talk. So what you're going to do is called a pattern interrupt. You're going to interrupt the pattern of their mind. So instead of calling them and saying, "Hey, is this so and so?" Yes, this is Camilla with Superior Business Funding. You're going to say, "I'm looking for a little bit of help," and that's going to trigger their curiosity, and then they're going to most likely think in their mind, what does she need help with? Let me try to help her. And then you're going to go into your pitch, if that makes sense. So the pitch is going to be, and I'll send this to you, but it's basically kind of like the same thing. It looks like you were submitted for some financing options for the business. What was your situation? What were you looking for? And then the point of the call is just, you want to qualify them. You want to get all the information. So you want to find things out like, okay, were they funded already? How much do they need? Have they ever had a default? So why don't we run through like a quick role play, and then you'll be the client, okay? Ring, ring, ring. Hey, Camilla, this is Sam with Superior Business. I'm looking for a little bit of help. It looks like you guys might have been submitted for some financing options for the business. What is the purpose of the capital? Like, what do you want to use it for? Now, do you have any kind of approvals now that we're sort of battling with? Okay. So we have a 25K offer. And that's just not enough. We need at least 30. Okay. What does the term look like on that 25K? So what we want to find out, the reason why we want to find out is because let's say that you tell me that you have a 25K approval, and it's 24 weeks, and you don't like you want more weeks. You want the payment to be less. So now I can hang up with you, call the funder, and say, hey, listen, I can get this deal done if you just give me 40 weeks, or like 30 weeks, whatever it is. That's going to eliminate a lot of the back and forth. So we know we're trying to find out what we're up against.
Okay.
So how rookies will do it. Rookies will just call you and say, "What do you have? 25K," and then hang up. But we're more experienced. We're going to find out what the actual dollar amount is, what's the term, how much is it weekly, what's the payback. That way we really have a good idea so we can look to beat it. You're going to learn it as you go. It's normal. A lot of these terms, they sound very confusing. When I first started, I had no idea what they meant. I'm constantly looking stuff up online. It's kind of why we started the training business, because of this. But so think of it like this. So there's obviously funding and loans available for business owners, right? So on one end, you have the best possible loan, which is, let's say, a government loan, an SBA, it's called, Small Business Administration. These are very low interest rates. They're 10 years. They're monthly payments. So they're the best terms. And then to get those, you have to be perfect. You have to have a perfect credit score. You have to have really good tax returns, really good financials. You have to have low debt on your business. The debt has to kind of make sense. So that's what everybody wants, but no one really understands that you have to be qualified to get it. And it also takes like a month to get done. So this is on one hand the best, and then you have the bridge fundings, which are what we're doing, the MCAs, where you can get by with having not a good credit score, you can get by with having a lot of debt, you can get by with doing this because the point of it is it's supposed to bridge you from one thing to the next. So like, okay, let's say Camilla has a a plumbing business, okay, and she has a huge job coming up, and it's coming up tomorrow, and she needs 50,000 to buy materials for this job, which in turn this job is going to make her 125K. Okay, so your profit is going to be 75,000 on that 50, right? And you need the money tomorrow. So it makes sense for you to take an MCA that the payback is 75,000 on 50,000. So it's worth it for you to pay that rate of 25,000 on 50 because you're going to turn around and you're going to flip it. You're going to buy materials, do the job, and make money. Now, you're getting it very quickly. You're getting it, within a day, sometimes hours. So, that is classified as more of like a higher risk. So it's going to cost more. So let's say on the other hand, you have you're a plumbing business, you have perfect credit, financials look good, like your tax returns, and you say to me, I'm looking to expand my business. I want to open another location. I want to buy another building, whatever, and you have time. You can wait a month, 2 months. Then we're gonna say, let's get you an SBA loan. Let's get you something better. So the moral of the story is like, everybody wants the better stuff, but they always don't really qualify for it. And if they don't qualify for it, you have to find if there's a need for the capital, an urgency, to see if it makes sense for them. So a position is a funding. So you know how if you look in the statements, it'll say two different funders. So those are two positions. So if you see a file that has no funding, they have no positions. So we're looking to get them a first. There are some certain like kind of different like things with that. Like she has Square, which some places, like sometimes Square, Shopify, PayPal, sometimes they do these or lines of credit. They do fundings and lines of credit where they don't count them. And sometimes they do. So it depends on each one. But exactly. So this one for Terry is going to be a first position. The more higher risk, it's better if it's paid off sooner. So like that's why. So that's their level. That's their risk tolerance. So like they might charge more because they're giving a shorter term, or they'll charge less because they're going longer. And the ones that can go longer are usually ones that are like institutional. Like there's ones like our On Deck, Credit, Libertas, Credibly. These are ones that are like they have like banking partners and they can afford to go out long. Man, this is probably sounding so confusing, but I want you to know, like when I first started, like months into it, what we're talking about, I never talked to anybody about for the first few months. So like I started off and really, people would say things MTD, and I'd be like, what the hell is an MTD? Or I need to see POO. I'm like, what's POO? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's proof of ownership. And the good news is that the glossary of terms really don't change. Once you understand them and once you start seeing them, they're not going to be there's not going to be new ones that are really added to it. So what we're doing is we're helping business owners access capital very quickly, to 80% of business owners that can't get qualified with the bank. So if 100 people try to get a loan or a funding, only 20 of them are going to get approved, maybe from the actual bank. So we're servicing the other 80 people in that 100 group, or sometimes even more. So when you're getting leads now, there's obviously a few different types where we're building out some meta leads right now, some Facebook, Instagram leads, but also the live stuff. When you have them like this, they're sort of like opt in, meaning they're looking for funding. So this is a different type of lead than one, let's say if you're doing cold calling to try to pull in. Like let's say you're on a dialer and you're dialing 500 people a day, that's going to be a little bit different than these. So these are more warm. They're already kind of like receptive, right? Like Terry. So you're basically just calling them to just confirm they're still looking for the funding, to try to get an idea of what their situation is, what it's for, what they need. If let's say you call Terry and you said, what's the point of the capital? And she said, I really don't have a point. I just kind of want to see what's out there. I have no need. Then you would know, let's not waste our time, because there's no urgency. They're paying, 50% back. They have to have a need for it, Yeah, that's going to happen for sure, where they kind of come in late, they start looking late. I mean, I get texts at midnight or 1 a.m. Someone's looking for funding. So, it's normal. And the fact that you're even thinking about that really is a good sign. It shows you have that inner thug that's going to just, do business. I wouldn't stress it too much. You send the text, you might get responses in the morning. You can always follow up with them the next morning, the next day. But I don't want to make it so complicated. Like the way I like to train people is we do it in stages. So like now you're at the stage where you're sending the text messages to pull them in. The next step is going to be feeling comfortable on the phone, talking these questions. And there's a reason why there's a script. You don't have to understand it in the beginning. It's to make it easier on you. You're just going to be saying the sentences, and then you'll see like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now, all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh, okay, this makes sense. They're looking for this, and it's just going to happen naturally. There are times now, me myself, where I start saying things, and I'm like, oh, so that's what it means, and I've been saying it for years. So that's what's going to happen. So the main point of it is you are what's called as an opener, like a setter right now. You're kind of setting it. So the lead is coming in, and you are the first point of contact before we decide, are we going to spend time on it or are we going to let it go? So why don't we do some role playing again? And then I'm going to be somebody that's, you'll see. Okay. So this is what we definitely want to work on. So it's going to be, I want you to assume you're talking to the business owner. So let's say on the info it says Sam. So I want you to say, hey Sam, how's it going? And then when I say good, good, who is this? You're going to quickly say, hey, it's Cami with Superior Business. I'm looking for a little bit of help. When at this point, if they say they have, let's say they say they have fundings, then you're going to say, okay, great. So who is it with, and what's the balance? And then also things like when did you take it out? The reason we want to find that out is because if they say they took it out yesterday, it's going to be a different ball game to get them funding. It's going to, if they say they took it 6 months ago or 3 months ago, it's going to be different. We want to find out sort of the balance. It depends. If it's a good file, if there's strong revenue, they can get up to 5, 6, 7 positions. We might not want to do those ones, but they can get them. But if let's say the revenue in the business is 50,000 a month, and they just took 40,000, an advance of 40,000, it's going to be tough to get them something. So yeah, you're on the right track. So okay, do you have any other fundings now? Yes, I have one, and then you go. It's with with On Deck. It was 60,000. I took it about 2 months ago. There's a couple other things I want to add, or is when they say that they have positions, I want you to say, how has your payment history been? Have you ever had any missed payments, anything like that? And hopefully they say no. And if they say yes, you want to find out a little bit more. Okay, when was that? Why? What happened? And then the last question is going to be, have you ever had a default? Yeah, so default is if let's say we get them funding and they don't pay it. And
Okay.
yeah, so they defaulted on the advance. You know, so that's why you see, it says please send ZBL, right? You've seen that, right? So ZBL is a zero balance letter, which means that they satisfied the thing. So let's say Cami took a funding of 50 grand, she didn't pay it, and then a year later she settles with the company and pays them back the 50,000 or 70, whatever it is. Now that company is going to send Cami a zero balance letter. And most of the time funders want to see that before they put out a new approval. So why don't we do another role play now where I'll be calling and you'll be the business owner. And just by us doing it a few times, you'll see you'll pick it up good because you already have it down. So ring ring ring. Hey Cami, it's Sam with Superior Business. Good, good. I'm looking for a little bit of help. It looks like financing options for the business. What was your situation? What were you guys looking for? Okay, sure. And how much is it going to cost to open this business? What's your credit score right now? Now, how long have you been kind of looking for capital? Have you taken any fundings in the meantime? Okay. Who did you take it with? Liberty. Okay. And how much did they give you? And this was about, what, a couple months ago? So we need around 120, 100 to 120K. You took funding with Liberty. Have you ever had any issues paying them, or has your payment history been good? So you have a zero balance letter. Here's what I'm going to do, Cami. I'm going to go ahead and process this, and I'm going to see what I can get you. I'm going to do my best to get you as close as I can to the number that you need, and then I'll call you in literally like an hour to 2 hours once I speak to my underwriter. Is that fair enough? Okay, so that's sort of how you would run through it. I want to ask. I forgot that the credit score, because if they say to us they have a 750 score, that should be like a light switch goes off in your mind. Let's get them something really good. If they have a good credit score, we can get them a very good product, usually. Whether that be a line of credit. A line of credit is like where they get approved for, let's say, 100,000, but if they pay it back, they can get the 100 again at very good rates. Now I want you to do it to me, but I want you to be mean. I'm gonna be calling. You're gonna be the business owner. I want you to be nasty. All right, ring ring ring.
Hello?
Hey Cami, it's Sam with Superior Business.
I'm not interested.
Sure, I understand. Not interested in what exactly?
Any funding. There's a lot of you guys calling me all day,
Ugh.
and I'm not interested in any funding right now.
Honestly, I empathize with you. I do not envy. You must be getting what, 10 or 20 calls a day?
Yes, exactly. And these type of calls are injuring my business.
Oh gosh, what were you? Did you apply at 100 places, or what happened?
No, I didn't. I don't know what happened.
Okay, I got you. And I know you're busy, so I'll just make this brief because I have other calls to get on also. But we work directly with the business owner. So my goal, Camilla, is to work with you one on one directly throughout the whole process. I know you're getting lit up with calls. What were you originally looking for?
I was looking for 50K.
Okay, and I'm assuming what, on the approvals that you've had, you don't really like the terms, the rates, what?
Yeah, no, I don't like the terms.
Okay, like the payback is high, right?
Yes.
Okay, I understand. When do you need the money by?
I need by the end of the year.
By the end of the year, okay. And Camilla, what's your credit score?
7,000.
7,000. Wow, really? Can I have some?
1,000. I always get confused. Like it's 700.
Okay, but so you see how what that was a little bit more advanced about turning them,
Yes.
you know, which you're gonna get to. Um, but you see how there's ways around it, you know.
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to be. I'm gonna have you now be you, and I'm gonna be the business owner. Okay, and I'm not gonna be super bad, but I'm gonna be not nice. Okay.
No, that's fine. I received some some leads answered like this.
Yeah, they do.
So I knew how to what to say.
What did you say to him?
I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I think it was Jimmy. Let me read the message. He was really mad because people are checking on his file were injuring his credit.
Okay.
He say, Cami, I'm sorry, but these brokers are killing my credit, shopping my file around. You are the 25th person to reach out to me, and I'm tired of getting texts. Not trying to be a perk, but this is going to kill my credit.
You know, so the leads are, we call them in sales, prospects, right? So he's a prospect. So when the prospect is kind of venting about something, you always want to agree with them. You always want to agree. You never want to say, "Oh well, no." You don't want to fight. And I do this sometimes, and it's not good. I get angry sometimes, but you have to remember that, like, you know, that you want to empathize, because once you empathize with them, you're disarming them, and then you can go back into it, right? So like let's do a so tell me, like, so say what you just said again about the text message, just like an idea of, like, I get so many calls, I'm never submitted, you know.
I received a lot of calls, a lot of texts, and these are killing my business.
Oh, geez, how many calls are you getting?
More than 50.
Oh my gosh, 50 calls. This must be taking up all your time.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm so sorry to hear that. What was the situation? How much were you looking for? Okay, so you see how I'm back in?
Yeah.
It's a dance, and you know, it's just people skills of learning how to disarm and then get back in. Now let's do it another way. So say it again.
The same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I received around 50 calls today. This type of calls are killing my business and my credit score.
I don't know anything about that. That wasn't me. So, anyways, how much were you looking for? Do you see the difference? See how one of them doesn't, one works and one doesn't. We always want to disarm the prospect, and the best way of doing that is agreeing. So that could be anything. Like if someone says to you, you know, the rates, I'm not going to take an MCA. The rates are too high. They're ridiculous. Okay, so I would come back and I'd go, well, you're 100% right, and I'm glad to be speaking to a business owner that kind of prices it out. Because let me tell you something, Camilla. This tells me that you're actually doing the numbers and looking at your cash flow and looking at your invoices and what you're going to be paying. You're not just saying, yes, I'll take it without even thinking about it. You're the business owner that we want to work with because you're actually doing your numbers. So you see how I was just kind of spinning it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Makes a lot of sense, because you're kind of give the business owner the value that they like to hear they're getting. Like they're going to feel, I don't know the word in English, but they're going to feel like more valued by the person.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, these are high ego individuals. These are people with big egos. Think about it. You're calling the cell phone of the business owner, and these businesses are doing $500, $1 million, $2 million a year. So no one talks to them like this. So you know, so you're so you know you do want to sort of play into that a little bit. And look, I'm okay with that because we're doing right by them. We're going to get them the best product that we can. You know, obviously we're going to have our commissions in there, but we're not going to do anything, like we're not going to tell them one thing and then give them something else. If that makes sense. We'll always kind of disclose what we're doing. So I'm okay with that. This is someone that we got funding, and now they're looking to get an SBA loan from the government. And it's called UCC filings. Whenever a loan is taken out in advance, usually the funder will file. It's called a UCC. It's Uniform Commercial Code, a registry of people that took out debt. And the point of that is so like other lenders and funders can see who owes what. And so this might be an issue because they're reporting a UCC on this and it's holding up his other loan. So we want to do right by him and get this, removed.
Okay. Oh, so you can merge like the government funding with the ones that we are doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can have to. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought that you can do like more than one, but in one category.
No, you
You
can
know.
definitely do multiple people. Usually what happens is people go for the government, the better ones, and then like in the meantime they might take a bridge funding like an MCA because they need the money like now, you know. Okay. So you're obviously getting all this off text messages. It's going to be a little different when you have them on the phone. When you have them on the phone, you really can you can do magic. You can really get around things. You can kind of in real time dodge objections and come under or over. Um, so I think the most important thing that we want to do today is cover the pattern interrupt. Now it sounds complicated, but it's really simple. It's the I'm looking for a little bit of help. So I think we should close um, by you getting really good with the pattern interrupt. So let's just do it. I want you to hear me do it. Let's say 5 times. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So when I say ring ring, that's when you answer and say hello. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey Camilla.
Yes. Who is
Hey.
this?
Hey, yeah. It's Sam with Superior Business Solutions. I'm looking for a little bit of help.
How can I help you?
Okay, so let's do it again. So ring ring.
Hello.
Camilla.
Yes.
Hey, I'm looking for a little bit of help. This is Sam with Superior Business.
How can I help you?
Okay, so maybe we'll do it one more time because I think you got it. So ring ring.
Hello.
Camilla.
Yes.
Hey, this is Sam. I'm looking for a little bit of help. Um,
How can I help you today, Sam?
okay, so and you notice it's called tonality. It's called tonality. It's a curious type of tone. People respond to tonality more than the actual words. It's like, body language. They talk about how body language is like 80% of the conversation. So let's look at the two examples. So on one hand, it's I'm looking for a little bit of help. And on the other tonality, it's Camilla, I'm looking for a little help. So do you see one of them is going to be easier to kind of get under? So, okay, so now I'd like you to try it. Okay?
Okay. So I'm gonna be calling you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hello. This is Sam.
Yes.
Hi, Sam. My name is Camila. I'm with Superior Capital. I was looking for a little bit of help.
Very good. Okay. Remember, I don't want you to say, "Is this Sam?" I want you to assume it's Sam.
Oh, directly. Yeah.
So ring, ring, ring. Hello, Sam. Yes. Who is this? Hey, I'm looking for a little bit of help. Okay, so let's go again. Ring, ring. Hello.
Hi, Sam. My name is Camila. I'm with Superior Capital, and I'm looking for a little bit of help.
Okay. Let's do it again.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Sam. I'm Camila. I am looking for a little bit of help.
Okay, I'm trying to think the best way I want you to do it is. Okay, so ring, ring.
Wait. Let me think.
So you're gonna be the business owner.
I was trying to think another approach.
We'll run it back. Yeah, we'll run it back, and then I'll be you. So okay, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Camilla.
Yes.
Hey, Camilla. It's Sam with Superior Business. I'm looking for a little bit of help. So we'll do it again now, and I'll be you. So okay, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Sam.
Yes.
Notice how I'm questioning you. I don't know, but I'm saying, hey, Camilla. Hey, Sam. I'm in a tonality of a curious. Because they're used to telemarketers. They're used to people going, hey, Sam, how are you? I'm calling with blah, blah, whatever, okay? XYZ company. You're calling and saying, Sam? Yeah, I'm kind of looking for a little bit of help here. It's psychology, it works. Okay, so we'll do it one more time. I'll be you, and then you'll do it to me. So ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Camilla.
Yes.
Hey, Camilla, it's Sam with Superior Business. I'm looking for a little bit of help.
How can I help you?
Okay. All right, so now you do me.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no. So I'm doing the calling right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
It's Sam?
Yes.
No, I'm not supposed to put the it's Sam. It's just Sam.
Yeah, hey Sam.
With hey Sam.
Yeah.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hey Sam.
Yes, who's this?
Hi, this is Cami with Superior Business. I was looking for a little bit of your help.
Oh my god, that is so good. That is so good. I think for today, let's just because there's going to be the pitch, but I think just let's just get that piece going, and then on the next one we'll cover the pitch. But if you can just do that, let's do one more time.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hello, Sam?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, this is Cami with Superior Business. Can I get I was looking for a little bit of your help.
Very good. Okay. How do you feel about that? Do you feel confident with that?
Yes, I just need to practice because I think it's in my head is is you like the questioning part is still here, but I need to take this off and put the question mark only on the name.
Yes, exactly. I mean, the way you could do it is just write. It's just a sentence. Just write out the sentence on a piece of paper, and then just sit there and just say it. Hey, Cammy. Hey, it's Sam with Superior Business. I'm looking for a little bit of help, and then I'd go right back. Hey, Cammy. Hey, it's Sam with Superior Business. I'm looking for a little bit. This is what the pros do. This is how they learn.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, how do you feel?
I'm good. I'm good. Excited to start doing calls.
All right, nice work. Okay, speak to you soon.